My name's Darron. I'm the digital photography instructor for Locust Street's Digital Photography Intro to DSLR program. I'm going to give you a little bit of a breakdown so you can understand what you can expect to learn in this class. So part of what we'll be doing is learning proper terms to better understand the gear we're using and to deepen our understanding of photography as an art form, as well as how to control our camera's key functions like the aperture, the shutter speed, and the ISO, and how they work together to create the type of images that we actually want to make. We'll be doing some deep dives into photographic techniques to help develop your eye and improve your ability to storytell and capture images that have more impact. We'll also have some fun with photo challenges and student critiques. So for this very first video, I wanted to get into the basics of a DSLR camera, a digital single lens reflex camera. Now this is an intro to that class, so I'm going to give you some of the general things that you tend to find on all SLRs alike. So as you can see on the graphic I have popped up here, there's some common things that I think is important to know about your camera just as a starter to the entire course. Okay, so first of all, we have the top of the camera, which contains our shutter button, our dial mode, the accessory shoe or hot shoe mount, and your built-in flash. In most cases, you'll have a variation of these depending on the type of camera you have: Canon, Sony, Nikon. Basically, your built-in flash is the internal flash that comes with your DSLR camera. It has a variety of functions, most often just to add a little bit of fill flash inside of your picture, but it can also be used as a main light source in general. So the top of the camera has a hot shoe mount, which is used for connecting an external flash or a trigger to your actual camera. Now, external flashes expand the capability of your camera quite a bit by becoming a more suitable main light source. And if you can expand them over with things like triggers, this guy here, you can actually take that flash or have a bigger flash elsewhere and change the entire look of your image based off of where you choose to put the lighting source that you're controlling with your camera from that hot shoe. If you can see that flash. So moving on to the shutter button, this is your release that opens the shutter that actually takes the picture, the thing that goes when you take your photos. In most of the DSLR camera bodies, you tend to have it as a dual function. It's the thing that controls your autofocus, so you press it halfway down and your lens will focus, press it all the way down to actually take the picture. In almost all camera bodies, DSLR sort, you typically have a bottom-based battery slot. That's pretty universal. And on the other side of the lens in the front of your camera, you typically have a lens release button, which takes the lens from the body of the camera. Most SLRs have a detachable lens from the front of their body. If it doesn't, you're more likely to have a compact camera or something of that sort. So the lens of the camera itself come in a variety of types, from wide angle to super telephoto, depending on what you may be shooting. That's a whole topic in and of itself that we'll definitely get into at some point down the line. So on the back of your camera, you tend to have a viewfinder, maybe with a pop-out screen, maybe it's static. Also a top small LED screen that allows you to see a compact version of the information that you can see on the back of your screen. So last but not least, there is the dial mode. It is the knob on the top of the camera that has all the different letters and settings on it. That particular dial changes how the camera itself will operate for you. That is an entire topic in and of itself, which we will be getting into on the next version of this video. So I'm looking forward to being able to get into that in detail with you guys next time. So if you have any specific questions, we'll be doing a live class 1 to 2 on Saturday. So leave any comments you have below the video or bring them to the class on Saturday, and I'll try to get to them. As we go along, I'm going to be taking a lot of input from you guys to build out lessons. So I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Thank you for tuning in to this introduction to DSLR beginning video. I look forward to interacting with you guys in the future. Much love.
I like this.